Coast to Coast, everyone. It's just a monster juvie flavour at the moment of talent. There's some severe underages, but we've let them in anyway. They've shown some ID and they do qualify. So let's welcome Tom Gross, Luca Grego, and the big fella, Harry Barnett, joining us once more. How's everyone doing on this Monday afternoon?
They're doing pretty well, thanks, mate.
Yeah, going well, thanks, Thumper. Ready to get into it, so can't wait.
What about you, Big Greg?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Thumper. I appreciate the unpaid labour I'm doing right now as a backup host.
Your star is rising in phenomenal speeds right
Hopefully,
now. So
there are a few hate comments on the last one.
it's a shame. We should
Read
have
in
taken
the
them down.
comments. Oh,
Yeah,
I would have thought the
wasn't
boys-
a big fan of
I
them.
would have thought the boys' performance on weekends had taken over instead of yours.
Not mine. My performance on weekends isn't at the moment, but it's coming.
I want to hear podcast history with you guys. Are you listening to your own set of podcasts? Have you been on one before? Where's the history at?
yeah, I've been on one before. One here. I can't remember what they were called.
One here.
Yeah, who was it? It was
Brian Nathan.
Brian Nathan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Brian Nathan. But that's the only one I've ever done, and I haven't listened to it. So
Fuck are they?
They do like draft prospects, like people in their 18th years. And then if you do get drafted and move over here, they try and get you on too. Kobe Bergil was on in my first year. I was supposed to go on with him, and day of I got cold feet and pulled the pin. I think I don't know, something had happened and I just like couldn't
You love
bring myself
talking
to
on
do it.
microphones.
I know, but first year was a bit of a crazy time for me and I didn't feel up to it, and I still hold a bit of guilt to this day. I didn't really fully inform them of my false appearance.
I'm sure they're listening and they're quite flat. Were you 3 votes in your performance or what?
when Friday night,
Nah, for this random podcast where no one's listening to.
I don't know. I didn't listen to it, so I don't know.
How did you perform?
I thought I did all right.
Yeah, okay.
It's not too hard speaking into a mic.
We'll soon see. We're a minute in. What about you, Gross?
Nah, haven't done one before. I did like one of my cousins one back home when I was about 15, but since then haven't done anything. So got all the Instagram requests, but no, I just don't really like getting involved in it. So
Do you listen to podcasts, either of you?
Yeah.
yeah, I like watching Dylan Friends one. Just whack it on normally on a plane trip. So yeah, download them.
It's a popular response, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm a bit off it at the moment. I used to love it, but I'm trying not to consume too much of that jargon.
Anything outside of sports that would be a bit random that you're listening to in the podcast world?
Oh, it's Joe Rogan. He's pretty good.
Yeah, David Goggins like him. He's not really in that podcast sort of form, but he's been on Joe Rogan before. So
Jocko Willock has a podcast now. I think he's
Who?
pretty good at Jocko Willock.
Oh, I thought you said Joe Weller.
Oh,
YouTuber.
So it was great when I was trying to tee you all up. Greg, I didn't have your number, but I knew that you're a package deal with Gross. We'd spoken during the week about doing this and texting Tommy, and he's got back to me immediately. So this is where they need to be at. When I text you for your appearance on the potty, you've played 2 games, Barney. You do not fob me off on a Sunday after multiple texts back. You're not that much of a big dog to be ignoring Thumper
Yeah.
and the podcast request.
Sorry,
Tell me where you're at and what just was consuming you that no reply was the answer.
I was watching Gout Go. I was out at HBF Arena yesterday in Mount Claremont watching what's his name, Big Gout go about his business. We got there at 12:20 for his heat. Obviously 200 metre heats at 20 seconds. So that was fun. Waited 3 hours till his 3:30 final.
How packed was it?
Decently packed to the point where there wasn't a lot of shade and it was 30 degrees, and Clay Hall was wearing a long sleeve black t-shirt, which he didn't have a fun time, but we stuck fat. So sorry I didn't get back to your message. I was waiting for the best 20 seconds of my last month.
Sounded like you had 3 hours to kill in between, so not a great excuse.
Yeah.
Do you boys care about how Gout goes in his running?
no, I actually saw Jaso Gilby's story. That's what
that was pretty
made me
funny.
look at it. But I didn't actually know he was racing here. But on your text, I remember I was actually with Grego yesterday watching the footy. I was falling asleep on the couch. I fell asleep because watching the footy, and then I got a text from you, and I was like, "Oh, Greg, we're on tomorrow," and then fell back asleep. So that's about it.
No, that's good.
So let me ask you, you've gone and watched Olympic type events at, where was it, a challenge? Where was the?
Claremont. It was in HBF, I think it's called.
Yeah, is that like where you used to do the pre-season 400 meter like time trials?
Were there 400 meter time trials? It was definitely where they used to do 2Ks.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. All right. So I wanted to ask if we were doing sort of West Coast Olympics, who's taking out the 200? Who's taking out the 400? We'll start there.
I reckon 200 rubes or Hunty.
I reckon we can pencil in Rubes for a lot of them.
Yeah. He's a weapon.
Even like the javelin and the shot put,
Well,
the field event.
I'm getting on to the decathlon. So you think Rubes is going to win the decathlon, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Huey.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Big one, yeah. Fridge as well, actually.
100 meter Sandy Brock I'm penciling in.
Ooh.
Big call.
He's got the sprinter's build.
Fucking Hunty, mate.
Yeah.
Hunty's got a flying start.
True.
How'd you two go in the athletics back in the day? I mean, you guys are fresh out of it. Fresh out of
Nah,
school.
not the best.
Blue light disco,
I think
so.
Shot put king, mate.
Yeah, I think Grego and I are pretty similar, just a bit more powerful and didn't really get into that cross country sort of type things. And I was alright at like 400, but that was about it. So
Yeah, probably 400 to 800 metre and shot put king.
Shot put king.
Shot put king, mate.
You do a few inter-school tours or something, did you?
Yeah. Got to States, I'm pretty sure, which is pretty high up.
Did you?
Yeah, for shot
State?
put.
Wow.
At like school.
Like represented the state or represented the school at the state carnival?
The school at the state carnival.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Did you have a win?
Came second.
Surely there's some beefcake dudes.
Yeah,
taking
there
part
was
in that.
Like a 6'6" Samoan dude that just doubled my score, doubled my throw.
white at 13.
Yeah, 13. It was just freakish, mate.
Luca, you're not going to be far away from an AFL debut, I'm sure, but Grossi, you got a bit to talk about in your last couple of weeks. It's no coincidence that it's coinciding with some coast-to-coast invites.
Yeah,
What you aspire to.
yeah, 100%.
Bit of a steep learning curve, sort of getting thrown into some AFL midfield time.
Yeah.
Tell us what the entire experience has been like.
Yeah, it's been cool. Obviously, being at AFL stadiums, playing against AFL opposition, but last 2 weeks we've been smashed, which hasn't been the greatest for the club, but we're here to learn and get better, and that's what we talked about today in our team review. So, yeah, overall it's been great, and yeah, hopefully I can continue myself in the team.
I think everyone's thrilled at the start you've had, and they understand you got to put your big boy pants on pretty early.
Yeah,
Tough moment in that GWS game where they went 3 clearances and 3 goals in the guts, and you're like, well, this is a pretty hard game.
yeah, this is AFL footy, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was tough, but those boys have been in the AFL system for 5 or 6 years, so I think imagine how good us 3 boys would be in 5-6 years. So I think just sort of keep learning and getting better day by day.
I've got a question for Grossi.
Here we go.
Yeah, go on.
Can you tell us what Harry Mackay's shoulder feels like?
Oh,
What it tastes like.
nah. Actually, I didn't see him coming, so he sort of went for me and he came off second best.
He
So
was V-lining you.
it was, I don't know, it sort of surprised me as well, but I got up with just heaps of adrenaline. I actually wanted to because he's on the ground, he was out like a light, so
Here we go.
here we go, watch the vision here, but so he's gone down, I've gone straight up.
Like a sack
Yeah,
of
so I think we
potatoes, mate,
both
he's
copped.
He's a
bit of-
good man by all reports. But
Yeah, both.
it's good to see you throwing your weight around.
Yeah, both copped.
Got a
I think black eyes, so it's good for the Snapchats. So.
Good for the aura.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's highlighted in team meeting, although you don't want to really see dudes get knocked out.
yeah,
It's something you're putting the body on the line for, and the boys
Yeah.
are sort of getting around you a bit for them.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, Yoey came up to me today. He's like, mate, respect. So that was good. So
Love that from Yoey.
Yeah. I've never got that.
yeah,
Should we watch his goal again?
Yoey's.
No. Commended to pick through.
Grossi.
Should we watch the great man where he's just absolutely
Great goal.
just longy.
Great goal.
Mate, the fake to longy was that good.
so I reckon that was probably the biggest kick of my life. So yeah, flushed it, which was good, but the Sally was a bit aggressive. We were down by 50
How's the
points.
goal?
So. Yeah, that's all right.
That's your first AFL goal. You got to give it.
Yeah.
Got to give it a bit.
That's all
It's better than
I
doing a
reckon.
Pat Voss celebration and sprinting
right.
straight into the centre
I
circle.
actually rate that though, but if you're up, I get it.
I reckon if you're rating players' first goals in the AFL, it's a pretty great one to kick. I remember Jackson Nelson's was a 50-metre penalty that took him to about 10 metres out. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, that's tough at highlight.
You take that though, but
Yeah.
No, I would hate that. Top of the goal square.
yeah,
Everyone just assuming it's a sure thing. And if that comes off the wrong part of your boot,
yeah, that's
or
true.
if you're in my shoes, if it comes off your shin guard, you're in a world of hurt.
Did you, what's going on there?
Oh yeah,
Did you get fine money for that?
yeah, I did. I got I think 3K worth. So But I think I've
They didn't miss you, did they?
early play. I think it's 2000. So, but nah.
I don't know how long your good record's going to last for.
Yeah, I know. Well, Bally called me yesterday. He goes, "Oh, mate, if you keep doing it again, it's going to double each time." So, got to pull my head in. But nah. Played with Waylon Davey Motlop growing up at Oakley Chargers. So he's cousins with Jesse, and went up to him after the game and said, "Sorry about that, mate." And yeah, sort of kicked off there, but it's not good for the bank account.
No, absolutely not when you're on matches, presumably.
Yeah.
So I want to know when you're watching games, right? So let's pretend for sake that, Luca, you don't play Friday, just for the sake of this discussion. You're now Friday night in the box and you're going to watch Grossi run around. Do you think, or do you get sort of caught up in watching an individual or a mate more than you do watching the game when you're watching one of your closies in the AFL stage?
Oh, I reckon you do get caught up time to time with it, you know, especially on the TV. When Grossi debuted, I was pretty much looking out for him, and Hammer when Hammer debuted as well. But especially when we're at the box at Optus, we're mainly watching our lines, watching what the breakdown is, what we're doing well, what we maybe need to talk about at quarter time or half time. But yeah, it's I guess you try and watch as much as you can as your mate. But you're also focusing on your individual game and trying to improve and trying to pick out what we need to work on.
Yeah, it's really funny actually, because they're obviously your best mates and you spend Monday to Friday, you know, all in each other's pockets, and then you go out to the game and you want to be out there. They're in your spot. So obviously you're watching them and you're like, oh, like I want the best for them. I want them to go well. But there's a little bit of you that's like,
yeah,
I want to be there. Like, I'm not wishing bad on anyone, but you also sort of want that spot. So it's a funny feeling, because when you're sort of watching the game, you want the team to win, but like then it's a
fine line, yeah.
Just funny, you know?
Weird
sensation, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to get like bad karma and go, oh, you know, Grego bloody missed a handball, that's good for me. Or, you know, Harley got mowed down, you know, it's not like, it's like that, but it's not like you want the best for the team. But at the same time, he's in your position, so you want to, take that spot out of him. But I probably didn't make any sense there. But
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty good mates with Bailey Williams, but he's our ruck at the moment. So Monday to Friday, we won't even talk about the game, because that's the part where we want to be teammates and we want to, you know, push each other and learn off each other. But then come Saturday and I'm watching him, I obviously want the best for him, but it's like he's not really my mate. I'm watching a game where I want to be playing, you know. So it's a bit of a switch there that you have to make. So you want to learn what they're doing and hope that the team gets it done for you.
It's a very unique part of elite sports, and that sort of push-pull of barracking and supporting mates. What about the travel party, being a part of that? And is there any cliques going on when everyone's travelling together and little spot fires and socialising? You've got to experience this the first time now? Yeah,
there's heaps of little groups going around. Personally, probably me, Matt Owies and Bailey Williams, pretty tight group. And I loved it, travelling away. Just something new, something different. So, but no, it was a good week in Adelaide. All the boys were together, you know, just going for coffee, lunch, whatever.
God's country.
It was sort of good. The hotel, they didn't really have me like much hotel food, so they just sort of said, oh, go out and get dinner yourself and we pay you back. So
was that mental with how many people were in the town for gather round?
Oh yeah, there was heaps. Like saw all the Saints boys going out for dinner, or saw all the other teams, heaps of journos as well. But no, it was sort of good to have everyone there, and it was a good vibe. So
I'll have one of the final questions about AFL and sort of team culture at the moment. You got 7 dudes under 12 games, and I think maybe 4 under 50. Very young at the moment. What are those sort of team meetings and breakdowns like at the moment? Sort of gelling together a whole bunch of inexperience and players that are still learning so much on the fly.
Yeah, at the moment, obviously, it's a bit of an elephant in the room that we're pretty young, but we don't use it to any excuse. Scully just said before, you know, we're not going to use excuse that we're young. You know, us young boys are real tight, so if anything, it's probably good in a way. But, you know, it's going to take time, and whether that's, you know, 10 games, 12 games, don't know. But, yeah, we're just going to try and build each other's trust and relationship, yeah.
Fan MVP is back for 2025. Will anyone dethrone the big loosh, Jake Waterman, after he took out the crown last year? Pick your best on ground from the weekend's game by visiting win.wce.com.au, with one voter being picked out as the lucky winner and $100 voucher coming their way. Plus, there's the grand prize winner who's going to collect 2 tickets to the John Worsfold Medal and a chance to present this year's Fan MVP Award on the night. Awesome, so get voting. Big game Friday night against the Bombers it's Easter Friday, isn't it?
Yep, Easter Friday, the Battle of the Reeds, Archer and Zach.
Oh, his old man actually hit us up. He's chasing something.
Tickets?
Nah, surely I'm not the person to go to the ticket. Maybe it's some Vision or something, but yeah, that'd be one to watch. Let's touch on Waffle very quickly. Friday night game here at MRP against Subi. It was round 2. Boys couldn't get it done. It was about 19 points in the end, but that was kind of the marginal game as soon as they jumped out the blocks, and then it remained that distance. Absolute pouring down with rain in April, which was just...
Wasn't that bad.
It was funny.
On the broadcast,
it was
shocking.
funny. It looked like it was pouring, but it wasn't, and it was dry, and then there was lightning, and it was like
The
a
lightning in the
complete
background was
whirlwind. I thought there were rules for playing when there's
So
lightning.
did I, but
I look over and my direct teammate's hair's standing up, so I'm thinking I could be in strife here, like about to get struck. But no, it wasn't really
You go stand
pouring.
next to someone you didn't like as much. Then.
No, I went and we just went in the shed, you know.
Everyone who's standing next to you, they're like, mate, I better stand next to you, Barney. You'll cop one before I do.
Yeah, I grabbed the biggest metal pole I could and just grabbed everyone I needed.
So you have a bit of midfield time on the Friday night. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, loved it in there. It's good fun. Good contested game. Bigger bodies. Playing on Clarko and Scully's son. It was good fun.
Did Greg Clark see the game out?
No.
Nah, first quarter he came off?
Early,
Second?
I think.
Early
but he
second?
had the job on TK.
Yeah. And then Greg Gyro went to him after that. So I was wondering, where's Clarky going?
Yeah.
It was
I
bad.
think he did a quad. That's what you do when you try and run with TK. You can't hack it.
So I saw in the paper that it was an underwhelming performance by Tim Kelly back in the midfield, and then you read later on he was in the Eagles' best.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that. And there was a bit of a crazy expectation on him to come back and
While getting tagged.
while getting tagged and dominate.
He didn't play bad. He played well.
No,
I
he
reckon.
played well.
He played very well.
And he was like an unreal leader for us young boys.
So he came back with the right attitude. is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
absolutely. So
It was unreal being in the midfield with him as well. You know, he's got a wealth of knowledge. Best and fairest under his belt, 2 of them, I think.
so much aura.
So yeah,
So he was guiding you a fair bit during the game.
Yeah, talking to who else was in there? Brocky and Longy and a couple of the Waffle boys helping us out, which is good. It's a good experience.
Brock looked electric at times when they put him on the ball, I thought.
He had one CB where he almost kicked a goal from it, swerving,
Yeah, hit the post.
hit the post. Yeah, so close.
Looked unreal. So you got a bit of you don't mind obviously throwing your weight around in the contest.
Yeah, love it.
So is this the way you've been brought up, or is this the rugby background kicking in?
Probably a bit of both. I always thought if you don't go hard enough, someone else is, and you're going to get the end of the stick. So you're better off go hard and hurt someone else than hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that rugby league background definitely helps when you're a little kid coming up against big Samoan blokes. I don't know if I can say that on here, but
That'd be the fact of how it is. Did you give it up in the end because you found yourself outmatched in the size department, or AFL just more interesting to go play?
no, I gave it up in the end during COVID because I got given the choice whether if I wanted to keep playing rugby league, we would have to go back up north and live back up north, and I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to stay in Melbourne, had friends there, family, and been at a young age. I think when was COVID? How old was I then? Probably
2020, you would have been 14.
14. Yeah, I didn't really want to leave at that time, so stayed there and decided to play AFL, and I was getting an education through it as well, going to Maribyrnong, so with a scholarship there. So thought, yeah, why not?
Our win in the end. Who are you giving the votes to from the Eagles and the Waffle on the weekend? After you've checked all your Instagram stories over there, who are you giving 3 votes? Give me 3, 2, 1 of the Eagles.
3-1. Flynn.
By Flemington?
No, not by Flemington.
Jeez,
Last
thanks,
week,
mate.
Flynn by Flemington.
Yeah.
This week, Flynn still at 1, but not by Flemington.
Mm-hmm.
Will you give me Flynn 3 votes?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Hey?
Who was leading possession getter on the day?
Grego.
That's right.
Yeah,
How many did you have?
Oh, only 23.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah, so Flynn, Grego, Kelly.
You're giving Kelly 3? Sorry, the 1 vote.
Yeah, but I'm talking more like what he does for the boys. You know, yeah, in contribution outside of kicking sick goals or doing sick stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Brilliant. No injuries from the game either?
No,
I don't think so.
No, none.
All right. Instagram tells me that you two boys just don't have much going on in life at the moment. I don't know if that's a sign of just leaving school straight to an AFL program, but there's a lot of footy stuff on there. There's not a lot of variety. I'm just checking that you boys have just got enough to do outside of,
Footy.
the four walls here.
Nah.
We catch up heaps outside of footy.
Yeah, but to do what? Because I remember my first year, you're not doing a lot.
Nah.
You're going maybe to the
Grego and
driving
I-
range.
Nah, we actually bought like $2,000 golf sets.
Both of you?
Yeah, which we went together, which was good.
Cute.
We got us sorted
little
out.
date.
I think they were worth like $3,000 down to $2,000, so
You got a
bit
drum?
like my fine on the weekend. But
Another golf box.
The golf box. Yeah.
yeah, so
You get the proper fitting and everything?
it was sort of beginner clubs, like just like good neutral clubs that helped
Yeah,
us. But
What'd you get?
just a bit of tailor-made.
Yeah.
I think
nice.
you got some Cobras,
Yeah, I've got
but
Cobras, yeah.
nice. Grego started. We played like 3 times a week when we got him, and then Grego was bloody hitting well, and then I was shocking, and then Grego's just gone downhill from there, and
He's
I've
gone better.
gotten better. So,
Roles have changed.
but no, we do hang out a lot, sort of outside of footy, and if that is involving footy, we love footy.
That works, boys.
Yeah, we do
footy.
love it.
Hold
so.
on to it.
It was just in contrast to your Instagram account that I went, Struth, there's some variety going on. So
Barnett's one.
yeah.
Oh yeah, compared to ours, I reckon every single one of my posts is
Oh, yeah.
nearly footy.
All mine are footy. I know that.
But you've got you got the cricket net, you got like the
Clothing.
you've got a shirtless photo of yourself.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
the babes.
I reckon I could do that ever.
I was having to think, did you spin that up on the fines wheel that you had to put a shirtless photo? Because I don't
Shirtless photo.
I don't know what was in your right mind to be putting
No,
up.
I just thought I was ruined.
In retrospect, do you think you're correct
We
in your
don't, need, we
assessment?
don't need to get this up on the
No, we
screen.
don't. I wouldn't know how, but yeah, I wanted to question you about that.
Nah, that recent dump was just a bunch of sick photos I found on my camera roll. And then I tried to post it quietly, which is like just post it to your profile. And
directly
it
to your
doesn't come
profile,
up in
yeah.
people's feeds. And then I start like getting likes on that and I start like panicking because it's about 20 slides long. And the first one's like just a selfie where I'm holding a ring that I think is dope. And yeah, it was just a fully public post. Then I could come back in like 15 minutes thinking no one's seen it. And it's got like 300 likes or something. So deleted it and reposted it in like a month's time.
I don't want to meet those 300 people, that's for sure. But
Yeah.
what about your experience with the fines wheel? I mean, we can't disclose too much here, but have you had to
Yeah.
have a spin yet?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think I've had the most. I think I've had 3 or 2. I've been stitched up, but
Why do they make you spin it? Do you have to stuff up in life to get punished to do it?
No.
Nah, it's sort of out of love,
Yeah,
I
it's-
reckon.
it's-
Like, you
yeah.
don't want to
So-
be the guy that's forgotten about in the fines meeting.
Okay.
yeah. I had to entertain the boys for like a minute. It was like a minute madness.
How'd you do?
I'd paid the fine. It's like $400.
So, hang on.
Nah, but like I couldn't do it because like imagine being up there for a minute and like
It's a long time.
what would you do? Like
I'd probably memorise a stand-up set, maybe.
nah,
and-
but all
a
the
lot of
boys-
effort for a minute.
crack. But all the,
And
for $400.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
Yeah,
but think
true,
about
yeah.
all the boys like they'd just be in the theatre room and they just wouldn't laugh because they just think it'd be
Yeah.
like funny as.
because if they're not
Yeah.
entertained,
Then
you have
they'll-
to pay the fine.
yeah,
Yeah.
My fine wasn't too bad. The first one I got, the
Yeah,
only one
it
I've got, I had to call Mini Mr. McQualter during
Yeah.
a team meeting or a group huddle.
that's
did you
good
ch-
though. Like that's
Yeah.
easy.
End of
that
a
was it.
session.
That's
End of a
easy.
session,
Yeah.
yeah. So we've just finished up on the track
That's easy.
and we're all talking in the group.
Yeah,
it's-
essentially you do it or you pay the fine.
Yeah.
And the less you want to do something, the more money it is.
Yeah.
So how was it received when you dropped Mr. McWalter?
I don't really can.
No,
like,
he didn't hear it
he
the
didn't hear
first
it at
time, and
first.
then he was like, "Oh, sorry, Mr. McWalter," like, and all the boys were like, "Wee."
Yeah, I said it the first time. All the boys heard it. Minnie's like, "What? I didn't hear you." So I said it again, and then everyone got up louder. But then he just started smiling and laughing. It was pretty funny.
That was pretty early. Like, I was like,
Yeah, it was like our second or third week. Oh, what? No, yeah, third or fourth week.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
because people had been waiting a few weeks for you to do it. Hey,
Yeah.
so you'd forgotten you had to do it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
waited a week or so, so
Yeah.
I just didn't want to do it, but had to get it done.
What's life in the host family at the moment for you boys. You both with hosties?
Yeah, both.
Separate ones?
Yep.
Yeah, separate. So I'm with Sandra and Steve, with Whopper at the moment. So yeah, loving it as well. I'm got my mate from Melbourne staying with us as well. So
Oh, that's elite.
yeah, it's elite. So
3 boys in the house.
yeah, it's chockers. So I'm loving it with Whopper.
Wow.
The more people, the better. Though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Whopper's always with his girlfriend. So
Oh.
Yeah, true. That's fresh on the
never
scene,
with him
isn't it?
anymore.
Are
So
you third wheeling then?
no, I'm just I just stay at home pretty much with Tommy, the other housemate. But with Whopper you're always entertained. So
So you're single at the moment?
I am single.
You single at the moment?
Yeah, I'm single.
What are your Instagram handles? Just per chance?
Grossy Tom 27.
Luca.Grego.
Watch them flood.
You reckon?
Nah. What
I
about
got verified the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Before
good's
Whopper.
that? Yeah, before Whopper.
Oh,
Whopper's
he
been
was
asking
so
for
flat.
it for like a year and a half, and I got verified. So
big deal that?
yeah, bloody take that.
What about your host situation?
Yeah, they're good. I'm with Ash and Marnie.
Suburb?
Sterling.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. They're awesome people. Marnie's a mean cook as well. She cooks a good dinner. And it's pretty good. Like I'm only 10, 15 minutes down the road from the boys, so always catching up and that.
Are these boys? The Scarborough clique?
Yeah, I'm not too far away from them, but
Yeah.
more Bo and Job and Grossi. Then where are they? Wembley Downs and your City Beach. So
You're never there though. You get to the club at 5:30 every
Yeah.
morning and leave at about 6 p.m.
yeah.
What are you doing, mate?
No, I wake up at 5:30 every morning, just cause.
Everything all right?
Ashton
Yeah.
Hall.
Ask
got
about
some
his
mental
dad,
demons
mate.
No,
going on?
oh,
Ask
no.
about his dad, about how he wakes
Oh.
up and stuff.
My dad's a freak with that stuff. He
Is
wakes
this,
up.
is this an ex-rugby coach or current?
Dad?
Yeah.
Nah, ex-rugby league coach.
Yes.
So yeah, but no, he's just very strict with his routine
he's a
and
ripper.
loves to train early in the morning. He wakes up about 2:33 every morning.
What time's he go to sleep?
About 7:38 at night.
But can't he apparently when he travels and stuff, he always has to hit the gym and have to have a run or something?
Yeah, so every time he travels, so he works for an international company. He's pretty high up, so he travels to Europe and that all the time and around Australia and Asia. So every time he travels, as soon as he gets off the plane, he has to go for either a run or go to the gym.
Wow.
So it doesn't matter what time it is. So if he lands at midnight, he goes to the gym or for a run.
Yeah.
Far out.
Yeah, he's a bit freakish like that.
Full Ned Brockman.
Yeah,
That was
proper.
crazy.
Why don't you explain to me what you were talking about earlier with ChatGPT, and we'll get in these action figures up and running, which is
Yeah.
quite the trend at the moment.
Have you guys seen them action figures?
Oh,
The AI,
yeah.
mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
Yeah.
one of Matt Owies where we got
Was it?
shown pre-game of him with half Carlton, half West Coast for the game.
Yeah.
So it's funny as.
Tell them what you told me.
What, that ChatGPT uses, apparently every time you ask ChatGPT, even
A question.
tell me about Luca Grego, which I'm sure you've done a lot of times.
100%.
Apparently it is equivalent to chopping down 3 trees
Hey?
in terms of carbon dioxide emissions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's real bad.
That's
for the
bizarre.
environment.
That's
Um,
crazy.
But is that what you wanted me to talk about?
Yeah.
Because
That's scary,
I don't think
yes.
it's that
Well,
interesting. I think
No,
it's
I
just
find it pretty interesting.
stop
climate
using
change,
it.
man.
Yeah.
You've got to save it.
But
You're
no
the
one
one doing
conve-
shopping on it.
Convenience will be the death of the world.
Think about how many questions at the moment are getting typed in ChatGPT.
Well, yeah.
ChatGPT.
Think about when you ask ChatGPT to make you one of them action figures, which I tried to yesterday.
I've already
That's
been capped out today.
So that's
Yeah.
3
You've
trees.
been capped out. You
Yeah,
can get
so
capped
Down
out
to
on it.
3 trees.
If
But
you're,
it,
if you're a
was-
basic user.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've got
right.
Pro.
Well, then you're the problem.
I'm the problem, mate. But no, I've got Pro for university reasons. Not that I'm plagiarising, but it's actually really a beneficial tool for production.
What does it cost you for the Pro?
Don't look. Probably too much.
Good Black Mirror episode out just about this very topic, so get onto your Black Mirror shortly.
About AI.
About paid subscription, causing...
Oh yeah, common people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Get involved. Black Mirror boys?
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Nah,
good
heard of
Severance.
it. Heard of
Have
it.
you seen Severance?
The first one's pretty grim, isn't it?
They're
Yeah,
all-
the first ever.
The
Black
very
Mirror.
first,
with
yeah.
the pig.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's worth going down.
yeah.
All right, this is questions from fans. Thanks for everyone for writing in. Some really bizarre ones in there, so we didn't get to many of those. Liana Momo, what is something we don't know about one of the boys at the club?
I don't know if we can go that deep.
I'll go.
There's 40 of them. Pick one.
Locke can cop the abuse that me and Ryan sometimes give him. Because I was reading some responses to the last podcast saying that we need to go easy on him. He acts like this sweet, innocent victim on air, but no, in person
Oh.
he's way worse than us. He's bullying us, picking on us, and then the cameras come out and the microphones start rolling, and all of a sudden we look like
He's victim.
the worst people ever. So I just wanted to put that out there.
Plays his cards right.
Yeah, honestly.
What, so a random fact about anyone? Or?
Of the playing group, yeah.
Oh,
Not one of your mates back home.
Joe loves Rocket League.
I like it. Like he's good at it.
Like he's very good at it. Yeah.
So we'll get his
nothing for
tag out there for anyone that wants to play Job in his spare
Matto,
time.
his nickname is Hammer. There's one.
Eli Cottrell. Well said. If both of you were breeds of dogs, well, I'll throw you in for this. What breed would you be?
Good question.
I reckon Labradoodle. I got a Labradoodle back home called Lenny, so yeah, I reckon definitely Labradoodle, energetic. You know, that's about it. I reckon. I reckon you'd be a bulldog.
You're a bulldog.
Pitbull.
Yeah,
Pitbull.
bulldog.
I got a French Mastiff at home actually, back in Melbourne. He's 3 years old and he's 82 kilos.
What?
Yeah.
82.
That's
Or
bigger
80
than me.
kilos. Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, what do you weigh?
83.
What do you weigh?
You can't ask that question
74.
anymore, mate.
Yeah, you're not allowed to ask me that question.
Now.
Yeah.
Not allowed to ask. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
What are you? Can I guess?
Yeah.
Labrador.
98.
Come on.
93,
Come on.
105.
Yeah,
Tip in the
103, 104.
So big.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
That's
big.
strong.
What dog are you picking?
Shout out to Ginny. Died last year. I'm a spoodle. What?
A poodle and a what?
Cocker spaniel and a poodle.
Why?
I just miss my old dog that passed away last year, and I think that
You want to be
She-
reincarnate as that
I
dog?
just think that she formed the man I am today.
Love that response.
Beautiful.
Cody John M 95. Both boys. Who was your favourite player growing up?
Mine was Nat Fife. I was
Hey.
a Freo supporter, so he actually gave me black eye the other week in Waffle, which was good. So, no, shout out to him. Hope he's going well with his hammy. But no, I was shout out to him. Like I obviously grew up watching him, and yeah, when he won those 2 Brownlows, yeah, loved watching him. So,
Why were you a Freo fan? How'd that come about?
my mum's side is from WA,
Oh, true.
so all of them go for Freo.
Do
So,
they live over here?
yeah, they do.
Oh, it's dope.
Yeah, so
Was there something you did Trinity for a year? Did that happen?
I did at Trinity.
Did you go to Trinity at all?
Yeah, I went to Trinity. Oh, not Trinity as in WA, but I went to Trinity back home. And
Right. You didn't do that school year here. Who was that?
Hutchie spent a bit of time here growing up.
Yes, that could have been him.
But I don't think he went to
That's
Trinity.
weird. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, mine's Nat 5.
Reckon Ablett Jr.
You Geelong man?
Nah. Just thought he was a
Gold
good
Coast
player.
man.
He's a great player.
Can't argue with that. Luca Tomeski, thoughts on Volk's win?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a pretty good
king.
wing. He's the king.
I saw that press, like, a post conference of him, like, with his eye and, like, his
You
head.
couldn't see out of his, what was it,
Mate,
left
it was
eye?
Yeah, I reckon those blokes just love getting bashed up.
Oh,
Like, full on. Like, how do you
Get off it.
saddest.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that we had the UFC ring in here? And they were
Yeah.
all-
Yeah, who was he? Adesanya and
Volk was here.
Volk was
Adesanya
here.
was here. A few of those like up and comers that were on there sort of.
That was
side
last
of the
year, wasn't
lineup
it?
Were here. Yeah,
That's so
a
cool.
year late.
it was dope.
Fraser Smith wants to know the story of Greg's Ink.
Oh yeah, so I'm a Kiwi. I was born over in New Zealand. That's it. That's it. There you go.
You done a haka?
Yeah, I have done a few. Doing for birthdays and all that. But yeah, no, mum's Kiwi. I'm Kiwi. In the heritage, in the blood, so thought I'd get it done.
Nice.
Yeah,
There you go. You got more to come?
100%.
What are you thinking?
I'll go chest next, I reckon.
Oh, that's so dope.
No, I
I'll
reckon
get it.
forearm.
You reckon everyone's reckon forearm?
Yeah,
I reckon
I don't know.
just on the
chest
chest would be
look-
pretty
yeah.
sick.
Depends if you want to seem more common, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Man, you don't have to stop.
no,
Yeah.
yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Just
I
do
can
both.
I can add on to it whenever I want. So
What about James Dev?
Yeah, I know. Back home. Yeah,
would
went to
hope
my
so.
school. What do you say?
He said he misses, you miss the T-boys.
Yeah, I do miss the T-boys back home, Trinity boys.
Yeah, we all love you back home. And Seckold has a crush on you.
Oh yeah, shout out Craig Seckold. He was my vet spawn rec teacher. So
Were you drawn barrier one with him? You get a few.
him and I got on well. So yeah, he was actually in Perth a couple months ago. Went and got a coffee with him. So yeah, just a great teacher and shout out to him.
Sick
Bit
old.
of a Seckold.
Man, dog.
Yeah.
The sec chair.
Seckers.
Candace Spragg, regular listener. What was your reaction to getting drafted to West Coast? And did you know anyone at the club? Were you mixed, being like, oh, so close to the families?
No, mine was sort of different. I didn't think I was going to go to West Coast. Yeah, when I got picked, I was just so emotional and obviously a great club. So, yeah, when I got picked, I was just ecstatic that I got picked somewhere. But yeah, obviously having mum's family here was great. And when I got my name read out, it was probably the best feeling of my life. So, yeah, loved it and good to have all my mates there and my family. So, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's definitely an experience. You love it. West Coast was my destination club, so I wanted to come here.
What was that?
Same colours as my old club, the Western Jets.
True.
Just love the lifestyle here. Love the Eagles. I don't know, it's good blokes.
So
Yeah.
when they were interviewing you, I'm assuming they did.
Yeah.
Did you put your best foot forward a little more than the other clubs, perhaps?
No, I wouldn't say that. I put my best foot forward for every club, so I just wanted to get drafted.
I feel like I told every club
The
that I
same
spoke
thing.
to in my draft year that they were my destination club.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
well,
you
Playing
go.
the field.
Yeah.
well, West Coast were bloody weird. Like, they came to my house like during the year.
Did Matty Bergen?
Yeah,
come to
Matty
your house?
Bergen came to my
Oh.
house. He was a ripper. My mum loved him. And then, like, we had the combine, national combine, and that's when, like, you know, you pretty much, like, whichever team wants to talk to you, pretty much think, oh, they're inclining to you. But I didn't talk to Eagles once at the combine, and then it just happened from there.
Playing hard to get over here.
Yeah, it's like that.
Matty Bergen, club psychologist.
Yeah, love
yeah.
him.
Great bloke.
The best man ever. My mum loves him too, so I
Yeah.
wonder if he's like put on a bit of charm for the mum.
I reckon he
Because my
does,
mum
but-
like
Yeah,
loves
adores him. Yeah, my mum
reckons
adores him
that
as
he's
well.
like Murray the Red Wiggle. Like
What?
maybe not Murray, one of the Wiggles. Mum reckons he like
Yeah, he's a legend, so
could be a Wiggle.
love all the boys love him.
James Gossine, what do you rate the Minecraft movie?
Oh,
We were referencing
Barney and I
to
were
that.
singing the song before.
Which one?
Love a chicken.
Lava. Chicken.
So you guys have all seen it.
I've not seen
No,
it.
No, we haven't
So
seen
have
it.
you heard the turmoil?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good.
My son was going today to the session, and I'm keen to get a report back as
Oh,
to
really?
what
I reckon
went
we're in Adelaide, and it's the day before the game, and Ryan Marek texts me, he goes, "Oi, do you want to go to the Minecraft movie?" I'm like, "Bro, we got a game tomorrow."
Yeah.
Like, are you serious? Like,
Absolute scenes in the movie theatre.
Well,
though.
yeah.
Have you seen all the popcorn throwing around?
Would you
and-
have taken part in that?
Yeah.
Well, apparently Jack
100%.
Williams went to watch it last night.
how'd you go?
No.
And right before the
They cut it.
there was a bunch of like 12-year-olds in the back row, like full back row was taken up.
They were just ready for it.
Yeah, like before the chicken jockey scene, which is where everyone goes bunter, you could hear them whispering like, "Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do it?" And then like this, I don't know, 14-year-old employee like starts walking up the stairs like
Defenseless.
right before, and apparently they all just like fully wussed out. Yeah, didn't get it done. But no, I'm not endorsing anything like that. But if you want to have fun, chicken jockey.
I worked at a cinema and it gave me anxiety watching all that stuff.
Did ya?
Thinking of like people have got to clean that up. There's no snap your fingers,
Yeah.
bewitched. Like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
just done.
What years did you work at a cinema?
I was there from 2002 to 2006. Best job of all time.
What would be the best, most popular movie throughout that time?
Tough question.
2002 to 2006. Finding Nemo was 04.
I'll get back to you on that one. It's a great question.
Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings came out during that time.
Oh,
They had
true.
midnight screenings and stuff
Yeah, Harry Potter's
for all the nerd burgers.
were
Yeah,
coming out throughout that time too.
made many a chalk bomb.
Yeah.
What?
Choke bombs.
Oh, you like
Little
chocolate?
ice
Choc-
cream.
Oh, you made
Yeah.
mini one.
No, you make them, but now you buy them in packages.
Oh yeah,
But
you
we used to
make
be-
them. You make
It
them.
used to be rogue and make your own. Maybe the health department got involved and was like,
I feel like coming in packages is grosser though.
oh mate, they're not fresh
Yeah.
at all. All right, Mackerel, or whatever. Macri 1380. Have the boys given you any nicknames?
Yeah, no, I've got obviously Grossi, and then
Glossy.
Why's that?
it's just my last name, and then Y, and then I don't know, Regausk in like some like high performance meeting. I did some like sprint, like some sprint clip came up, and he's like, "All right, boys, we got a new nickname for Grossi. It's gonna be Glossy." All the boys were like, "What?"
Oh,
It was just like,
it was
oh,
dour.
it was pretty dour, but then like all the boys sort of got around it because it was that bad.
Yeah. So you
I
were
think,
glossy for what, a couple
it's-
weeks?
Yeah, a couple weeks, but it still gets thrown out here and there. But
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, last name Grego.
sauce,
Sauce.
Obviously.
Whopper's
Hot
got
plate,
a new. Yeah,
hot
Whopper's got a
plate.
new one for me. Hot plate.
Big Red.
Oh, Big Red. Yeah.
Clifford.
Clifford.
What's the other one? Pinky. For Toby Pink because you look like Toby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's funny.
Righto. we're circling the drain here, but that's all we've got. Anything else for the boys before they go?
No, I wasn't much value today, was I?
No, you'll be better for the run. Second up, you're always a bit tough record.
Who's on
Gentlemen.
next?
Oh, I think Oscar's going to come in. He's playing 100 next week.
Oh, there you go.
And Oscar hasn't
Controversial.
been in yet. And there's a lot of theory online that we've banished Oscar from the podcast with recent
love Ozzy.
events. So we've got to set the
love
record
Ozzy.
straight
Yeah,
and get him back.
100%.
Who should Oz do it with, though?
Lush.
Oh, Oz and Lou should be fun.
Yeah, Lush came in and did it with
Yeah, Gov.
Oh, the Gov.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Lush should be like, Thumper, you don't pay me anything to be here. I don't want to spend
I
time with you.
reckon Bradsy and Ozzy would be good.
Bradsy.
They're good duo.
Bradsy.
Bradsy. Brady
Oh,
Hoff.
Oz and Petch.
Who's Bradsy?
Brady.
Brady Hoff.
Oh, the Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah, get Hoff.
Petch would be good. Petch has been petrified to come in and do it. So
Well,
I don't know.
he's not a big talker.
Nah. So we'll see how that goes. Boys, thanks for the debut. One of many to come in the career, and good luck on the weekend.
Thank you
Can't
very
wait to
much.
see you out there at the top level, and the fans are loving what they're seeing out of you so far. You've been good. Love you by my
Have I?
side. You've been all right. Thanks, boys.
Thanks,
Appreciate it,
Thumper.
mate. Thank
Appreciate
you.
it, mate.
Thanks, guys.